Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a makeup collection. I need to work on my inventory for the year and I need to go through everything I own, look in my Excel sheet if it's there, and yeah, tick it on, tick it off if it's not. I thought I'd also show you the things while I tick them on and off. So let's do that. We'll look at the numbers for the inventory in a separate video, I think, because I'm afraid this is gonna take forever. And I could also count without you guys, but I thought it would be nice to see my collection after some time. I always like looking at makeup collections, and nowadays I don't have a crazy creator makeup collection. I have a crazy makeup lover makeup collection. Like way more makeup than a normal person would ever need in their life, but also not 20 foundations, which I think is a positive compared to what I used to have back in, I don't know, 2017. Yeah, 2017 was bad. Yeah, then we moved here, then it was still bad but less bad than when I lived in the US. So I think, why not, let's take you guys into my makeup collection for, I guess, the end of 2023, beginning 2024. I'm probably doing these videos a month earlier than what I should be doing. It should be end of December, beginning of January. But now is when I have the time, and what you learn when you have kids is you just do things when you have the time, not when it's ideal. No, you just do them when you can. So I'll flip you down to look at my desk, and I'll take out my Excel sheets and we're gonna do this. Here we have it. Let's start with the base. This includes foundation, concealer, powder, setting spray, and face primers. Let's look at what we have. So I have two Fenty Beauty Ease Drops, shade 5, which I'm trying to finish, and shade 8, which is the new one that I bought this summer. Love these. These are my daily face bases. Then I bought this year the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation in the shade 11. I've used it once or twice. I bought it secondhand on Vinted, actually. It's more full coverage, or more coverage than the other two, so I don't use it as much. And I want to say that's all my foundations. I have the Forever Skin Glow sample. I definitely don't have this in my inventory yet. And I'm trying it out today, testing it out today, how it looks. So I'll add this to my inventory. And we have a tinted moisturizer, oil-free, from Laura Mercier. And I have the normal version in my bathroom. So that makes two tinted moisturizers from Laura Mercier. Let's move on to concealers. I have a ton of them, actually. Favorite of the moment, Forever Skin Correct by Dior. I have the shade 2N. Love this. Recommended by Mariam to me, and I absolutely love it. It could be the only concealer I ever wear, but it isn't. So let's see what else I have. I received the Lancome Serum Concealer. It's called the Natural Skin Glow Serum Concealer in PR to test, but this shade is extremely dark for me. Even in summer, I wouldn't be able to use it. And it's really sad because I'd love to try it. It's more liquidy than the Dior. It's more fluid, less creamy, as you can see when I spread it. But I have no idea how it performs because I don't wear makeup to stand around the house. I mean, no, today I would, but I also filmed, so I wouldn't want you to see me with very dark under eyes. So that's a pity. This is probably not going to stay in my collection, by the way. I'm going to try to gift it, pass it along, sell it for a symbolic amount on Vinted, something like that. I got the shade 325C. Everybody got the same shade. I know other people who got it. Anyways, my Oh My concealer, Oh My Love concealer by Clio Makeup. I have the shade 06. I was trying to finish this, and it was the concealer I used before the Dior came into my life, but I saw that it was drying out my under eyes quite a bit. So I use it now sparingly. I have it on today, and I don't love the look of my under eyes. The undertones of this, very interesting. This is an eye primer. This is a concealer, NYX Bear With Me, shade 4. Beige, I want to say. It's the shade. A little bit lighter than the Oh My Love, than the Clio one. I like it enough. I use it. Not my favorite. Not as good as the Dior concealer. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix in Butter, number 5. This is extremely sheer. It's also quite light for me. It brightens really a lot. So, I mean, that is probably what it's meant to be. But I don't love the effect of a super bright under eye. I could part with a lot of these, to be honest. This one I could give away. I like it in summer because of its lightweight, but the color I think is wrong. For me, I would, or like coverage, I mean, I would probably be okay with a shade darker. But I'm not here to declutter. Not yet. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concealers. The NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade 2.8 Marron Glacé. I use this sparingly, occasionally, not a lot. I thought I would use it much more. So that's my concealers. Face primers. I have the Paula's Choice Oil Control Primer. I haven't even tried this yet, but that's because I don't really use primers. It's really sad. This was given to me in PR. Then as a primer, I put down the By Terry Brightening CC Cream. I have it in the shade 3 Apricot Glow, and this one is in the shade 4 Sunny Flash. So I have a mini and a travel, I don't know what you call it, deluxe sample size and a travel size. These don't work for me very well, but I also never gave them a chance. Maybe I should. See, maybe now I discovered that I really need to give everything a chance. I should make a chopping block basket. Shall I do that? Let's do that. These two go on there. The concealer, this concealer, this concealer. All the concealers. Powders, I have many. And starting in front of my eyes, the Neve Cosmetics Hollywood powder. This is the most mattifying that I have, and it's only just a mini size. I used to have the big size, or even finished one, I want to say. And I keep it just in case I really need to mattify a lot. And I keep it. Also, I don't know, it's a powder, loose powder. They don't really go bad. I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Never opened. I got this at an event. And it's just a mini setting powder. I don't know. I keep these because they're minis. They don't take a lot of space. Mini Laura Mercier. I actually liked using this. And then my the ones that I use on a daily basis are my Blot Powder by MAC. I use the shade Medium Dark. And the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye, Blurring Under Eye Powder in Light. I don't know if this is that good, to be honest. I also was a bit like, is it definitely not worth the money? But is it that good? Chopping block. What is that good, and I really love, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. Wow, I can't pronounce that. In the shade 2 Medium. And I don't use this a lot because I know that if I use this, I would never use anything else. So I've been focusing on the Blot by MAC because it's older. Much older. And finally, the Studio Fix powder that I don't know, it's my only powder foundation, let's say, and I use it sometimes, like rarely, in the summer. But since I bought it and I have it, I don't think I want to get rid of it. So, hence that. One that is not here that I have on my list is the Nabla Close-Up Setting Press Powder, and I had a pan on it, and it's in my purse for touch-ups, so I still have that one too. Setting spray, I only have this one. It's the Tarte Shape Tape setting spray that I just received in my Tarte order. It was a freebie. I don't know what to do with it. I liked having the All Nighter by Urban Decay for events, dinners, going out. I have kids now, I don't do those things, but I have it, I might as well use it. I don't know, chopping block. Let's continue with cheeks, and let's do bronzer contour. Soleil Tan de Chanel. Love this thing. It's my perfect light shade of bronzer. Is what I'm wearing today. It's a very good bronzer, especially for in the winter. I am dreading when it will finish. Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, ginormous. Use it with love, especially in summer. It's darker than the Chanel for sure as a shade, and I love it. It's quite pigmented. NARS Laguna Sunkissed Bronzing Cream. This is a Laguna 02. It's cooler toned than the other two, and I use it less because of that. Still love the formula, but I could do without, actually, because it's quite a bit cool toned. Glowish by Huda Beauty in the shade 2 medium. Beautiful, very, I don't know, non-committal bronzer. I use it in the summer for when I have light coverage or just a tinted moisturizer, and it doesn't look like you have anything on the skin, but it gives you dimension and a little bit of healthy glow, and I like it a lot. Fenty Beauty Shady Biz is my only powder matte bronzer, I want to say, and I love it. Love that it's a mini, love that it's easy to use and throw on. I often travel with this, or I travel with this one, which is the Nude Sticks in the shade Bondi Bay. It's this little stick that is actually almost finished. I use some of it, but there's also not a lot in it here. But it's perfect for travel. You just throw it on, very easy to blend. And then my list says the Gucci bronzer, but I decluttered that one. And the last one I have still on my list is Bad Habit, which I want to say is this one from Makeup Geek. It's my contour powder, which I don't really use because I don't contour, but it's the perfect contour shade for me because it's not that cool toned and it's still not that orangey warm as the bronzer. So I really love that one. The next category is cream blush, which is a ton. It's actually a very big category for my fake cheek grouping. I have 3 Colourpop Super Shock Cheek. Bardot, which is my favorite for fall. And these have a beautiful shine. I get those, the shiny ones on purpose. They're not glittery, they just give you this beautiful pearl. Drop of a Hat, which is my favorite for spring and summer. It's more of a coral with a gold shift. And then Darling from the Tinkerbell collaboration is more of this nudie warm shade. Love all of these, absolutely to bits. I have 2 Fenty cream Cheeks Out cream blushes in the shade Rose Latte. This was the first one I got. It's actually absolutely grubby, so I probably should clean at least the thing, but if you put a brush in it, it's inevitable. I use it quite a bit now in fall, actually. And Fenty Glow, which is a very nice nude with a sheen. So it saves me from using highlighter, which I don't really use anyways. But I like it. This was part of a holiday pack together with a highlighter. The highlighter I didn't love, but this one is really nice. From Rose Ink, I have 2. Foxglove, which is this, I don't know, it's a very corally shade. I thought I would get a more of a warm terracotta, and instead it's more of a bright coral. And the shade Delphine, which is instead a warm nudie peach, not too bright. I use Delphine much more than Foxglove, actually. I could probably get rid of Foxglove if I wanted to. I have 2 Patrick Ta. One is She's So LA. That is the first one I got. Beautiful, warm brown blush. Big favorite of mine. I love this formula, by the way. And the other one is She's Blushing, which is more of a neutral rosy tone. You can see them here side by side. They work both really well for my skin tone. This one is more of a bronzy summer look. This one is more of a everyday type of look. Love them both. I use the cream and the powder together usually when I use them, and I cannot imagine my life without them. It doesn't really mean that I want more though. I don't know, the other shades that are there are not really my favorite. I have a Lonely Cheek Slime by Freck. I used to love this so much, and I swatched it a ton of times, and it's been in my Project 10 uses, and I don't know, I never use it. It's quite bright orange, but the formula is nice. It's a jelly liquid blush, and it's looking patchy on my arm, on my hand, but it's not that patchy on the face. And that was the shade Fielding, by the way. Then Nabla Two Reasons in the shade Flushed Terracotta. I really love this when I first got it. It has a cream blush, and this is like a transparent highlighter, and you can use these both on the lips and on the cheeks. Like, this is supposed to be more of a like a wet effect. It's quite a dry cream. I like it. I should just use it more. Next up, this tub. Blush Bomb by Flower Beauty in the shade Cinnamon. Really enjoyed this recently. Love my cloud paint from Glossier. This is the shade Dusk. Now that Glossier ships more internationally, I don't know if really to the Netherlands, but at least to Italy, I'm sure, I kind of want more of these. They're really nice, but I'm not sure what shade. This is a very nice, what do you call it? Just a nude neutral, easy shade to wear on an everyday basis. By the way, I swatched all my blushes not so long ago, and I had more blushes than this because I wanted to declutter my collection. So I'll link that video down in the description box and here in the cards if I remember, because you get better swatches, and that's not the aim of this video. Charlotte Tilbury, I have the Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand and the Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand in medium. They're both blushes for me. The matte one actually looks super cool tone in gray, and surprisingly, when I blend it into my skin, it's actually a nice warm rose. Very surprised. I never pull it out because I look at the thing and I'm like, oh, this is gonna look horrible. Then I wear it and I love it, and I remember to use it again. And then this one is beautiful for summer. It gives you a very flushed look, but it's quite dark and pigmented, so I need to be a bit careful there. Lisa Eldridge in Dante's Dream. I hope she brings these back in better packaging. Mine is like still creamy, it sounds like, and I used it recently, but I know that packaging for some people has exploded or just not working properly. Rare Beauty, I have the shade Love. I don't use this a lot. Probably the shade is a bit too, I don't know, out there. I like to use a lot of blush, but somehow a lot of a more subdued color nowadays. But yeah, I don't really get the hype yet, in the sense that I use a tiny amount and then it looks like a nice blush. But there's a lot of nice blushes around. So I would love for them to release more mini packs with selections of their blushes, but right now with all the highlighters that they put in there and shades that I don't like, I haven't been purchasing more of these. Nude sticks, I have Sunkissed, favorite for quite some time. I want to say I used a lot for one of these twisty sticks for a blush especially. I love this especially in summer for that one and done cheek. Rusty Rouge, I am working on using more because it's also a very beautiful shade. These are shiny. The other ones are matte. This is a Nudies Bloom and it's a shiny one. And the only problem there is that my hair gets stuck in it. But the effect of it on the lips and on the cheeks is beautiful. So glass looking. And the Nudies in Picante. This was part of a mini, the same I got with the bronzer, and this is the shade in collaboration with Alana. Love it. Beautiful shade. It looks so scary, but it's quite sheer, so it looks really, really good on the cheeks in summer. Natasha Denona Puff Paint in the shade, good question. What shade are you? The nude one. There's only 3 shades. I love this. I wish they did more shades. To Merit that I got sent in PR, the shade Terracotta and the shade Beverly Hills. Love this formula. I wish I could get my hands on more colors. I saw some of the newer colors are also gorgeous, but they're very easy to use and very wearable. Huda Beauty Rebel Red Cheeky Tint. This is tough to use because it's a red, but when I use it, I love it. So, and then this is the Daniel Sandler Watercolor Liquid Cheek Color in the shade Spicy. It's a very beautiful shade, like it's a little bit of a shimmery flush, and I love it in summer. Moving on, face palettes, I only have one. This is the Hourglass Unlocked palette the first one they did, the first unlocked that they did, I guess. It's from 2018, which means it's 5 years old, but that's details. Love it. I wish this was a different color, but I like it. The tiger one that I bought from last year, I decluttered because I wasn't wearing it and it all looked the same on me. Then we have powder blushes. I have my Jouer Duo. It's called Cheeky Summer Blush Duo in the shade Terracotta Sands and Hot Coral. I love these and I love mixing them together. They have a very nice sheen to them, and I use them in summer a lot. It's a nice, yeah, radiant cheek. Matte blush wise, I have these ones here in my palette. MAC Cheek Pollen, MAC Burnt Pepper, MAC Copper Tone, and MAC, oh, it's this one I depotted. Oh My. This one was a limited edition, I want to say, or from a limited edition collection, but it's a very nice, like, fuchsia color. And I use these two regularly, like Copper Tone and Cheeky Pollen. Burnt Pepper, almost never. I want to say it looks like I only ever swatched it, but it's a beautiful shade. So, for singles, Vive Pesca, which I like. It's a nice light orangey blush. I use it a lot in spring and summer. Pat McGrath Desert Orchid. Beautiful shade. I use it a lot. I use my cream brushes much more because of the idea that they're gonna go bad quicker. So I just use these a lot for powder blushes. And then these are highlights. So this is the only other blush, powder blush that I have, which is Nabla Truth. That segues me pretty nicely into highlighters, cream and powder. I have the Hollywood Flawless Filter in 2.5 from Charlotte Tilbury, and I only use it as a highlighter, so that's how I write it down. I don't know if maybe I should try it now that I have a little bit of a drier or like more normal skin to use it also on my face, but it looks so shiny to use on the face, not for me. The Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight, which is just a cream highlighter. I like it, I use it. Vive Skin Dew. I like the formula of this a little bit less, but the color is really nice. It's much more golden and less icy. And this is the color that I want my highlighters to be. So if the Beauty Wand came in this shade, I would be much happier. And you can see maybe that the texture of it is a little bit denser, and the shine particle a little bit bigger than the other two. But it's a nice gel formula for that. Nabla Savage is an old limited edition, but again, it's a matter of the perfect gold shade. And yeah, it's just very pretty gold, and I want to keep it because of it. But I use it much more rarely, mainly in summer when I'm darker. If I want a powder, I use Skin Glazing Amnesia by Nabla, and this is just a light champagne, but it doesn't have that icy vibe that these other two have. So I like these that have a little bit more of a yellow undertone better. Nabla Lucent Jungle was kind of on the chopping block for some time because it is quite dark, as you can see, but you can this formula can really sheer out very nicely, and it's a nice blush topper. I used it a few times this summer. I probably don't need it. I'll put it on my chopping block type of pile. Let's do lips next. I thought I had lips under control, and then I went on a shopping spree and I bought a lot of lipsticks in the past few months. So there's a lot. Let's start with gloss. Merit lip oil, tinted lip oil in the shade Marrakesh. I got this in PR and it's gorgeous. I love also the formula, and I call them glosses. I don't have a tinted lip oil or a lip oil category, so you're gonna have to let me be with it. I have the Nabla Shine Theory lip gloss in the shade Stardust Radio. Very nice, like corally red with yellow or gold sparkle in there. I'm trying to figure out if I still have glosses in here, actually. Yes, these three Neve Cosmetics, which are Oriental Poppies, Tiger in a Tropical Storm, and The Lady of Shallot. I want to say that these are overdate by like years. I think so. They're really, really nice though. It would probably be a formula that I would repurchase, this one from Neve Cosmetics, because they are really long lasting. They stick very well to your lips and they don't feel sticky. The lips between each other, they don't stick to each other. These are quite old. I should probably throw them away. I threw a lot away from here just recently, but yeah, those probably also need to go. And my lip stains are under the lip gloss category because they're glossy, I guess. Even though I would probably put the Romance in the gloss and the Tony Moly in the lipstick category. That's probably the better way of putting it. I have the Juicy Lasting Tint in the shade 23. No idea. I also just noticed, oh yeah, in the shade Nucadamia, it says on the bottle. I also noticed that there's a space to write the day opened on the bottom. That's smart. I have the shade number 5 Rose Splash of the Glasting Water Tints. This one is a Juicy Lasting Tint in number 8 Apple Brown. Love this one, use it a lot. Number 19 Almond Rose of the Juicy Lasting Tint. And this one is a Deweyful Water Tint in Salty Peach. More of a like less of a tint and more of a gloss kind of thing because it's very light. But I love these and they're quite recent. And that's about all of my glosses, let's say. I have a category called lip balms, but I use it quite loosely. I have my NYX lip oil in here, my Well Lip Plumper, which is on my project pan to finish. It's really almost finished. I just need to focus on finishing it. But I've had pretty bad perioral dermatitis recently and I haven't been using any plumper or this lip plumper per se. What I did buy is the NYX Rêve de Miel that I keep on my desk. I have a few other lip balms around the house, one on my bedside table and one in my a tinted one from Burt's Bees in my purse, and then I also have an Aquaphor somewhere. That's with lip balms. In this category, I also added one of my new Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, and this is in the shade Honeysuckle. I bought it just recently, and I can't really call it, I don't know, is it a balm, is it a gloss? It's a tinted lip balm, I would say. Very nice new addition to the family right here. And then we move on to lipsticks. Hope this is not too loud. This is my MAC collection, let's say. There's quite a few. These are liquid lipsticks for another time. I have Fire Roasted from their Liptensity. This was my wedding lipstick. I have Good Form, which is a luster pre-reformulation. I haven't used this in some time, actually. I'm picking this back up a few hours later, so the light is less, I'm sorry, but we were going through my MAC collection. One of my favorites is Marrakesh. I love this lipstick to death. I will repurchase it if I needed to. And it's funny how this is not actually sold in the Netherlands, or it wasn't, maybe it is now. And this is instead Spice It Up, another luster from before the reformulation. I haven't touched these actually in a while. They're especially both Good Form and Spice It Up are two more sheer lipsticks, and I should pull back out. But MAC has reformulated their luster into a new formula called Luster Glass, and you see how the packaging, this is the regular MAC packaging and this is the new Luster Glass. It's shiny. glossy packaging, and here you have the Powder Kiss, for example. It's really big difference. I like it because I can find the formulas easier, and I have 3 of these. The first one I bought was Posh Pit, and it's a beautiful shade. It's a perfect brownie everyday shade for me. And then recently, just a few or like last week, I bought Hug Me, which is a nice rosy nude. I was wondering if it was gonna be too pink or too light for me. Instead, it actually looks pretty good. Probably better with a lip liner than without. And then the other shade I got was Business Casual, which is more of a corally shade. These have a wonderful formula, very soft and very comfortable on the lips, creamy, and you can see the shine is really pretty. They don't last forever, obviously, but they're really, really comfortable. And I've been struggling with dermatitis, as I mentioned, so this is really, really nice. From the Love Me formula, I only have one, and it's Coffee and Cigs, and this was a secondhand purchase from Vinted, but I think it's not the right color for me. I probably would wear it once a year. It's a very difficult shade for me to pull off because you can see it's quite cool toned and desaturated, and those are the 2 things that look the worst on me. A few more regular lipsticks. I have Bowl Me Over, which was an old limited edition retro matte, but look at that shade. It's almost like a burgundy brown. Beautiful, can't let go of it. Lustering is another luster that I actually won in a giveaway on a strawberry makeup bag, Bea's blog back in the day. Gorgeous pink. I wear it only in spring, but I still wear it. I love it. And then Antique Velvet, which is my brown lipstick of choice. Oh, and I should really wear it. I've been in a bad mood, and I feel like this is kind of the color of lipstick I want to wear. 2 more down here before I move on to other formulas. This one is D for Danger. Gorgeous. Berry red. Cool toned. But still, like on me especially, it's still quite a red. Beautiful. I actually want to make match earrings to this color. Because when I wear it, I want to match everything to it. Love it. And Rebel, a classic. It was super famous back in the day. It's this, again, berry shade, but you can see it's cooler, more purple leaning, and it's one of these, it's as purple as I go usually. Don't wear it that often, but I can't let it go. It's so beautiful. A red that I love a lot is Avant Garnet, and it comes in this beautiful packaging from a fall collection a few years ago. Look at the detail here on the, and it is a beautiful warm red. Not as deep as I expected it to be, I must say, but I love it. And I have a few, only 2. I thought I had more, but I might have only 2 Powder Kiss lipsticks. The shade Sultry Move right here. That's my nude of choice, or in this formula at least. And this is Stay Curious, which is more of a coral shade. I want to say it's a bit more pink than Business Casual, but still beautiful, especially in spring and summer. From MAC, I still have 3 of their Powder Kiss. One I'm wearing today, which is Fashion Emergency. Right here, I have Mara Cashmere, which is the this formula's version of Marrakesh. Love it. The shade Over the Taupe, which is a beautiful neutral. It looks more cool toned on camera now. I think it's because it's afternoon and it's cloudy and it has been raining compared to this morning's light when it was sunny. And finally, the shade Pretty Please, which looks really dark and vampy, but on the lips, this formula especially, you can wear quite sheer, and it's really wearable. I actually went for it a day I wanted really a deep vampy lip, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a mid-toned on me, but that's okay. Oh, and those are liquid lips. We went out of order. Let's go through what's left here. I have 2 Moulac liquid lipsticks. This is Potter's Clay, beautiful orangey shade. You can see it tends to like settle but I used quite a lot of it and I love it. And this one is Kiki Coral. This one is the old packaging and this is the new packaging. So Potter's Clay is very old of mine, but Kiki Coral is this beautiful bright warm red that I use in summer a lot. And I have one of Voldemort's, Jeffree Star's lipsticks. It's called Thick as Thieves. A very pretty medium nude on me. I like it. I like the formula, so I keep using it. I have here my four dose of colors. I'm gonna try to guess the shades. Brick is one for sure. That's like a warm red. Chocolate Wasted is a chocolate brown. And then I have two nudes that I don't know the names of anymore. I will probably find out. Here I have a mini of Jouer, but I'm gonna toss this. It's the shade Cherie, but this has been so dry. Yeah, it's super dry. It's from an old limited edition. I'm just gonna toss this one. We're almost there, you guys. For the lips, at least. Here's the rest. This is new, actually, still sealed. I had to throw away all of my red liquid lipsticks. This is the Sephora Always Red. Mine was from 2014, so I threw it away. I bought a new one. I had to throw away my Fenty because it stank and my Colourpop ribbon because it stank. And I'm really sad because, I mean, the Fenty is expensive and it only lasts 1 or 2 years because then it goes off. So not super happy with that. Here's the rest of my bullet lipsticks. Two more Moulac. Dark Heart is a deep warm red. Beautiful shade, deeper than Avant Garnet. I love it. Also perfect for this time of year. And the other one I have is Rudolph. I actually just bought it and never used it since. It's another quite desaturated and purpley toned, yeah, not even a nude, I would say, lipstick. So I rarely use it, but I love it a lot. Like when I wear it, I think it looks pretty bomb. Pat McGrath, I have Obsessed, which is the orangey red that was gifted to me from Kristen, who I met here on YouTube and Instagram. I have the shade, who are you? Christy, it's one of the newer ones. As you can see, it's very new. That's a nude. I bought it because I wanted a nude. And then I have Flash 3, which is my favorite. I wanted to look at it. There you go. You see the difference? Flash 3 looks amazing on me, and Rudolph tends to be a little bit like corpse, death. And that's the red and the warmth in it, and a little bit of the saturations as well. And this is Flash 5 then, which is, I don't know, the summer version of Flash 3. For me at least. I have one, what does she call it? Blitz Trance, and it's also in the shade Flash 3. It's a bit gritty, I must say. I don't love the formula, so I don't really wear it, but it's supposed to be, you see this bit of glittery metallic, sheeny lipstick. You can also see maybe the gold pearl in the lipstick. Not love the formula. My one Lisa Eldridge lipstick, which is Velvet Affair, my favorite go-to neutral for every day, or actually more special occasions than every day. Nabla Elusive, a pink toned nude that I use a lot, especially when I wear a little bit more pinky tones. And then Platonic Love from Nabla. I've shown you these. This is so dry. The formula is super dry. They are all discontinued. Nabla went and made a different formula of matte lipsticks, and then they made their own like very juicy ones that I still want to try. Maybe I should now with Black Friday. And then this is Nolita, which is a pretty warm orangey red. Oh, I have another gloss, which is the NYX Fat Oil. I'll have to add this. It's in the shade Follow Back. Don't necessarily love this. I don't know. It has a lot of hype, but I don't necessarily love this gloss. Yeah, it is what it is. I have two Charlotte Tilbury's minis, Walk of No Shame and Pillow Talk. Don't use them too much, but I like both shades. From Merit, also I got in NPR, Cabo and Tiger. Cabo is this beautiful orangey, these are sheer lipsticks. They're beautiful and shiny and very comfortable. They don't last a long time. And then Tiger is more this brownie shade. Gorgeous. Definitely similar to the Luster Glass, less glossy though. And I want to say they last a little bit longer. I still have a Colourpop lipstick, very old. It's called Cinnamon, but I don't own any lipstick of this color. It's kind of a yellow toned brown. This is a kind of tinted lip balm. It's from Clio Makeup. It's called Antoinette. But it's, yeah, it's like a sheer lipstick. I treat it as a sheer lipstick. From, wait, is this Rose Ink? Yeah, this is Rose Ink. I confuse Rose Ink with Rare Beauty because, as you can see, similar packaging. This is a Rose Ink lipstick in the shade Graceful. This wasn't my best purchase, let's say. It's a nice lipstick, but the color isn't necessarily that special for me. And then Rare Beauty, I have the shade Bold. Also, these two lipsticks, I don't know, I wanted to try because they got a lot of hype, but the colors are not exceptional. Quite nice every day, but I don't remember to grab them. And that was the bullets and a part of the liquids, because the rest of the liquids are here. My 4 limited edition Too Faced for the holidays. We have Cinnamon Bun, Gingerbread Girl, Gingerbread Man, and PSL. Love them all. I did a reel with them on Instagram to show you. These are my go-to for fall. A beautiful warm red, Choco Red by Clio Makeup. Great formula, not overly drying. These two are Nabla, and these are Placebo and Baudelaire. I don't know if they still have this formula. I think they do. You can see Placebo is a little bit more pinky toned. Am I saying it right? That's not true. This is Placebo. The light is horrible in here right now. It's like dark gray and I don't have electricity on the side of the room. And this is Baudelaire. Baudelaire is a darker red. And Placebo is a bit lighter and pinkier. Beautiful. Also good formula, a bit more dry, but very good formula. As I was mentioning, one Tony Moly Perfect Lips, what is called Shocking Lip. This is a lip stain. I saw this from Kat of Kitchenage here on YouTube. She loves them. She has them almost all, and I want them all, except that they're not, like, I don't wear bright red lips very often. But in spring, summer, gorgeous. And this thing stains to the death of you, but that also means you have it on all day. You don't have to worry. It doesn't dry out like a liquid lipstick. Really nice formula. I would buy many more shades. 2 lime crime that remained are Shroom and Saddle. I have had these for a long time. I really hope they haven't gone bad. This is Saddle, beautiful mid-tone brown. Also, I think I just painted my nose while trying to smell it. Definitely. I still need to go get the kids. I can't show up with painted nose. And then Shroom is a new one that I bought, and I think I used it once, and I really wanted it because it was supposed to be another nice yellow tone brown and more of a nude in that sense. I should wear these more. See, this is why I need to do these videos. And this is another Nabla, but it's their, what did they call them? Liquid lipstick. Yeah, thank you. It's called Adam's Dream. It's their satin liquid lipsticks that don't dry down, but they're very pigmented, and let's say they last on the lip very long. This is a nice warm nude, and I really love this formula. I bought this at Sephora some time ago. It's a lip blush, I think this summer when I went, and it's a bright corally orange, and it's a bit like the MAC Powder Kiss liquid lipsticks, but it doesn't last as long than those, I find. So it's cheaper, but I'm not sure it's worth it. A new one to me is this Tarte Juicy Lip. This is the shade Coconut. It's a nice nude. I also showed it to you on Instagram in my haul. Very nice formula. I still need to understand because the color doesn't last long, but I feel like the moisture lasts long. So it's a bit confusing for me. And then I have my ColourPop shades. I have Brat Pack and Sassy from a collab that they did, or as a collection that they did. There are two browns, a lighter and a darker one. I have the shade Taurus, which is my comparison for my favorite liquid lipsticks that I don't have anymore and then ColourPop doesn't make anymore. But you see it's all in this family of more yellow tone browns. And yeah, I'm sad because I don't have that liquid lipstick anymore. It went bad, but Taurus is quite close. And this is my fuchsia lipstick, let's say. It's called Runaway, I want to say. And it's a beautiful fuchsia. I'm literally in the dark by now, by the way. I think I'm gonna stop here for today. We got through almost everything except for eyes, you guys. So I think I'm gonna pick that up in the next video. I'm sorry for the last swatches being in the dark, but then again, I wasn't planning to do swatches to start with. So it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.